No, I want to date Godzilla.
Come again?
I want to date Godzilla. She is like super hot.
Okay, that's really cool and all, but we're trying to make some manga here, so...
Ah, perfect. Let's make a manga about dating Godzilla.
Oh dear God, he's doing it again. Look, I already published that manga about that 8-foot-tall behemoth woman that you like so much. I can't just keep making another manga about every flavor of the week fetish that you have.
You shallow man. I don't think you fully comprehend what I mean about dating Godzilla.
While I don't think there's much wiggle room in the terms dating Godzilla, for the sake of curiosity, why don't you just enlighten me?
When I say Godzilla, what I mean is really the moral and spiritual representation of this Godzilla that lurks inside all of our hearts. This kaiju, if left unchecked, could rampage and destroy our loved ones, or even worse, damage our own selves. This kaiju is a metaphorical representation of the insecurities that lurks within our hearts, but even despite all this, someone can grow to love yourself for who you are as a person and continue to grow up and really come to love and be secure with who you are as an individual.
Bro, I'm sorry if I was harsh there. That's one of the most beautiful and inspiring concepts that I've heard in a long while. I think we can definitely...
Yeah, but let's still make it about banging Godzilla.
Okay, dude.
So what's cracking, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about the manga called Kaiju Girl Caramelise. That's right, we're talking about a monster girl. I mean, technically yes, an actual big monster girl. Now the author / artist of this, Aoki Spica, just was like, you know what? I just really want to make this anime girl turn into Godzilla. And then they made an entire premise off of this, and I loved every single second of this manga. It was hysterical and also heartwarming. Now, I know this is gonna shock some people when I say this. Some of you may like scream in terror and be completely like, what the heck are you talking about? Get away from me, you creepo. But this is not a shonen manga. This is not a shonen. Oh no. In fact, for whatever reason, this is being listed as seinen. However, I would not describe this anywhere near seinen. I'm gonna say this is shoujo. So what's it about? Well, I'm just gonna break it down here for you. I mean, yes, simplified terms, it's about dating Godzilla. Sure, we can say that. But a little bit different here. It's more or less about a girl that's been afflicted with a disease that every time she falls in love or feels any form of love, well, she starts transforming into Godzilla. And it's a bit unfortunate. The manga starts off with, and I feel nothing but dread when it comes to love. It's, her confessing a love, I like you to this kid, and the kid just freaking out because her hand is an actual Godzilla kind of monster hand, and he's running away. And that's kind of like a rough thing to go on there. Well, how would you like your hand being transformed into like a big old monster Hulk hand out there? I think that would freak you out as well as the other person. I mean, it could have happened at a worse time. Imagine if you were going to wipe and then your hand turns into that big massive thing and whoa, you got a claw up your butt. But anyway, she's been scarred for life since that one occurrence of people calling her a monster. She says, I won't be able to ever forget those words. And she basically sticks to herself away from everybody else. And when I say this is a shoujo, in comes Mr. Handsome Man himself, Minami-kun. And no, before you say anything like this, this man is not the typical Mr. Perfect out here. I actually really like this guy. I think he's probably one of the best written shoujo protagonists in a long while. Really dig him. But anyway, it's typical. Girls are fawning over this guy. In comes this girl. Everyone thinks she's a creep because she takes to herself. They call her Psycho Tan. And well, if you came in looking like this with your hair going every which way, like I think you would be kind of psycho too. She's also got those weird horns on her head there too. Gee, I wonder what they symbolize. But anyway, she wants her seat back because, the girls are flirting with the guy in her seat. So, she's unable to say this, because of problems. She's got past issues, and the guy's saying like, I kind of need to get out of here anyway. She glares at him, and then like everyone's just, she doesn't want to cause problems, but she's not able to say anything. Again, there's a lot of like these manga that I'm bringing up where there's people with social anxiety. Gee, what's going on here? It's like we're raising a generation of people that can't speak to people. while sitting on the toilet, she punches a wall and there's a monster claw underneath it. Hence why she needs to wear some baggy clothes to hide anything that goes on because she's unable to control these kinds of changing ever since that incident. The only way she's able to change herself back is, she gotta listen to some things that heal her heart, maybe eat some food, calm herself with some good music, that's what she's gotta do. Although her best music is death metal out there, okay, some people like some death metal. For Godzilla fans, I think that's very appropriate. It goes through like all of her trauma, like there's been plenty of years where she's tried to reach out to people, but she keeps transforming into things every time she feels these strong emotions. People freak out, think she's a monster, and she keeps getting hurt over and over and over again, and she thinks no one is gonna be able to accept her in a world like this. It's pretty heavy stuff out there. Some pretty heavy baggage. So she's going out her business out here. It's like, hey, no one's gonna disturb me during my precious slush time if I hide here. Looking all adorable on the stairs. She's drawing some things out here. In comes Mr. Perfect himself. Like, Jesus, just look, a man looking at me like that, like, woof, woof. Well, then she gives him that stare back, and her eyes are cute as heck there too. I'm gonna tell you right now, this artist out here, she is so amazing at drawing eyes. Alcaspica is a legend. But yeah, the guy reveals why he's here. It's because he's trying to get an escape from the other people that are fawning over him all the time. He gets noisy, he doesn't like it, and he's nice, hands her back the sketchbook, compliments her drawings. Of course, she doesn't really react well to this. The most handsome boy's talking to her. She's freaking out, like most people would. If the most perfect girl went up to you and said, wow, you're so cute and everything, and you had zero talk, all you do is watch anime all day, I don't think you would be the most charming person either. But anyway, this manga is heavy on symbolism out here. It's like, why are you always coloring in gray? And it's because it looks cooler this way. And usually coloring only in gray is like because, your world lacks color, you don't really see the world as all that good. Like, it's a little bit of symbolism here and there. You can see that she's not in the best mental capacity, or maybe it actually does look cool. I don't know, who am I to judge? Anyway, the guy's just watching her, she's too close. The reaction images are great, and she's freaking out here. Completely going crazy at talking to this guy, and well, the transformation begins as his spine jolts out behind her back. Some things, jump up on my body when I get excited talking to some people that are hot too. You know what I'm saying? Like anime recommendations, what my other favorite things are. What things were you talking about? Let's not make this weird. But anyway, this comes to surprise and confession was like, sometimes it feels good to be alone, right? And then he's gonna start talking about her. And he even wonders like, what do people find so good about me? He doesn't know what's good about himself. He feels no kind of sense of worth. But she gets pissed at this. She's like, you don't have any idea what it's like to actually have a real inferiority complex, Mr. Perfect Boy out here. So she gives him a freaking lecture. Like, if you don't like your photo being taken by other people, just tell them no. Just tell people the truth of your feelings out there. And like, she kind of right. And she's thinking like, yeah, this guy's definitely gonna get this lesson, take the hint, get out of here. But no, he's like, dang. You're right. Oh, maybe I should. I have a bad personality, don't I? I'll be careful next time. Her heart begins to throb even more. He's like, dang, man. It's like, here, keep this on lap to keep you warm. I'll see you around, And she's just like, wait a minute. Why is he still charming to me? Wait a minute, this guy may still be using me just to spice things up a bit. So she just delivers it right back to his face. I don't need this crap. And he won't let you fool me. I'm not like those other biatches. She's a no kind of crap attitude out here. I really like this main character. And here comes the only supportive person in her life, the mama, and I guess also the dog. The dog is really stupid. I love that stupid face. The dog is one of the best characters here, okay? Let's just look at that dumb face. Look at that dumb, stupid face. How do you not love that stupid dog face? There's nothing going on in that head. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, mama gives her a hug. She's like, welcome home. And she, of course, feels the scales and systems flaring up. And Jumbo King, yes, that's the dog's name, Jumbo King, tries to go after her, keeps running into things. He's the stupidest son of a gun. But maybe he's actually doing something right here because he knocks over like this egg out here and a mysterious picture of this woman and the mysterious husband, perhaps. And mama's worried about you, and there's some tall tales here of like hinting like something's going to happen here. Why does this woman have an egg? I don't know. Anyway, she makes a decision after a little bit of fan service on a cat show. Sorry, read the manga. She's like, I'm not gonna see this guy anymore. And then bada bing, bada boom, you guessed it, man's back. You know, you made some good advice. You're my homie now. What's up? Long day. I see you're back back here. Sit down. Let's have a chat. And so she tries her best to ignore him, but he brings up every girl's weakness. Sweet things. You want to go, eat some pancakes with me? And she's like, yes, I will do this. It didn't take much, man. Well, he did say that he was going to bring other people here with him, not just himself, but, he lies. Gets her on a date with her, yeah, he's trying to, take her out and have a good time. And of course, she freaks out the entire time. She doesn't know how to deal with this. She just wants the pancakes, and she has the pancakes, and she loves them. You get this really cute face. Like, look at how cute that is. That's a cute face. So then you can kind of tell that he's been kind of noticing her, saying, you don't really react to anyone saying anything awful to you. When you have to clean the classroom, you still do everything by yourself without questioning. You leave it sparkly, do a good job. Typical, you water the flowers and everything's great. You seem really cool. You can tell that he notices her, and you notice people when you like them a little bit more. They're a little hit there, And again, this is lovey-dovey. This is romance here, a little bit of comedy here and there as well too. And that's where he reveals the big secret. Well, he used to be a tubbo himself. He didn't have a lot of self-worth, and even now that he's skinnier. Really, the whole entire concept behind this is confidence in yourself and struggling with your inner battles. There's a lot of that inside of this manga. And he's scared that if everyone knew his secret, that he used to be a chub lord, that people would probably treat him terribly and wouldn't treat him as kindly as they were before. And he doesn't want to eat anything, so he has some eating disorder, so he can't eat the pancakes anymore. And it's like, okay, look, here, eat the pancakes. I don't care if you're fat or skinny. I don't care either way. I'm just glad you came here with me. Really nice things like that, accepting things of who you are, and you shouldn't be scared to show yourself and, live up life a little bit, yeah, because she obviously wants to show off herself, but she can't because people will probably think you're a monster. So she has the worst case here. Fat, turning into a kaiju monster, almost the same thing, right? So obviously, he takes the big bite. You get this nice romantic panel of her grabbing her hand and taking that bite. And she's like, I'll let you deceive me a little bit. Like tsundere stuff. Really cute stuff. Just really cute. But here's where it actually gets really good, okay? They get confronted outside by those people out there. Why you with that ugly witch out there? And she gets flustered, but then bam, hits him with the handhold, and he stands his ground. My man knows what's up. And he's like, let's go. And then you get the hard eyes. Actual hard eyes. Yeah, there's actual hard eyes in there. And there's no sort of off-brand going on. What's going on here? Am I in the right manga section? But anyway, she starts going a little bit crazy. She's having a breakdown. And she grabs the railing, crunches it, and falls into a river. She can't take the heat. And it's impossible. And then bada bang, bada boom, incoming Godzilla. This is not just Godzilla. Kaiju. No. This is Kaiju with heart eyes. This is thirsty Godzilla. I would be even more frightened of thirsty Godzilla. Chapter 1 ends with, oh dear, you've certainly gotten big, Kuroten. And the mom immediately knows that this girl is her little daughter out there, and she's turned into this giant monster. That's the end of chapter 1. What a freaking cliffhanger, dude. She just turns into big kaiju herself, and there's mysteries about the mama, where this girl came from, why she's turning into everything. Why is the dog so stupid? There's nothing going on in his head, but maybe there's more. I don't know. Is she gonna crush her new boyfriend? I don't know. I do know because I've read more. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too far into every chapter out here. I'm just gonna give you the highlights of some of the things that I love personally the best. One of them is this introduction to this character here where this worm thing's just crawling on the floor, and she's like, is that another kaiju? Has it come to defeat me? And she's bringing out her frying pan to take it on, but no. It's this girl who was flirting with her man earlier. It's just like, what the frick is this thing? And then you find out it's this crazy girl who's obsessed with meeting Harugan, or the big kaiju that's come out, and she's trying to be like the Mothra to this thing. Oh my god, she's just so obsessed. She wants this thing to step on her. But here's the thing about this girl that I really like. Yeah, she's a bit weird. She actually wants to date this kaiju. She thinks it's like the one for her. Even though she's a bit weird, the main character grows to understand that she actually is a person who can talk to her, share some of this, you know, kaiju-ness with her, I guess, in a way, and she will, of course, accept her for who she is. Even if she's a little bit weird, because she's also a little bit weird. And they can become friends and they start supporting each other. She's like, oh, do you like that guy? Well, let me help you out. Do you have a girlfriend? And then he's just like, I don't, but there is someone I do like. Looking directly at her. Like, and she gets the hard eyes again. Like, that's a cool character. And then my other favorite character is this girl that's a little bit later in the series, not too later, like chapter 13. Viejo girl who just appears to be this perfect, awesome, like cool girl at first. And the main girl's just scared of her, doesn't know what to think of it. But they end up going shopping together somehow. And you know, like, she is actually pretty friendly. She's really nice. But then like a water pipe bursts. A little bit of water gets on her face. And you're like, yo, Ryrie-san, you okay? And then, ooga booga. Like, what the frick? But then her story here is like, she's actually kind of the King Kong out here. Where, you know, she's actually just not a really good looking girl. And she kind of relied on her comedy and other things out there. But then she found out that people didn't take her too seriously. And one of the guys that she liked didn't really like her too, because he just was using her for just her funniness and other things like that. And she took it devastatingly. She wanted to change herself, but she couldn't. But then she found the power of makeup to help give her the confidence that she needs. She got really good at using it as a skill and, you know, making herself look beautiful with the power of makeup and plastic on her face. I mean, not the best kind of thing out there, but I guess it's a transformation. We'll take it. You see a growing theme out here. There's more to her character. She's hilarious. I love her as a character. It gets better with her more later on. Every character gets better the more you dive into this series. The moral message here is like, this manga is truly about finding this kaiju that's inside of us, this monster that we think we are, and coming to terms with this actual thing that lives inside of us, this thing that other people would probably find hideous and monstrous and a weakness, if you will, but then, you know, making peace with it, accepting it, letting it become a part of you, and letting other people see it and acknowledge it and accepting that part of you for who you are. And then you'll make much more deep lasting bonds of friendship, love, whatever it will you, and you'll be more comfortable and happy with yourself, no matter what kind of monster you appear to be. This manga does an exceptional job at using that nice, good message, as well as making an entertaining story with likable characters, amazing art, and I just love seeing what happens next. It's so cute. I love everything about it, especially that dumb dog. So check out the series, 100%. You're gonna wanna check this out. Otome Kaiju Caramelize. You're gonna love every single chapter of this. And if you guys wanna see some more of this, support the series with more likes. Shoot it up, baby. Let me know. I love sharing my love of manga with you guys. And if you guys enjoy it, hey, you support the series and I'll talk more about it. It's bringing my passion for manga back. So and for now, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you beautiful sons and guns again next time.